Whoa, look at that. No way. Yo, what up guys? 1-800 Hotbody here. And as you can read from the title, we got an old school deck here. Vintage right here, look at this. You can see it just from the box already. You know that this is old. And just before I begin, just want to let you guys know that I'll be doing giveaways pretty much like each week. I just don't want to have multiple giveaways going on at the same time. So pretty much just wait for those weekly ones. And let's get into this one. Ooh, it's got tape everywhere. Look at that. Ooh, look at that first card. Already some nostalgia right here. Penguin Soldier. You don't see this card like at all anymore. First edition. It's that SDJ. What, starter deck Joey, I think? Alright, looks good right there. Let's keep going. Ooh, equip cards. Fairy Meteor Crush. This is good for pretty much just putting on something really big and then like something with like 3,000 attack points, because back then there's like a lot of monsters that couldn't even defend against that, or a lot of cards that couldn't even destroy that. You just put this on that, and then any defense monster, you got piercing damage. Let's see. Ooh, Summon Skull. What's that? Ooh, that's secret rare. See that? It's kind of hard to see, but back then they didn't go all out on those holographics, but when you did get a holographic, they were super rare. Dang, I wonder how much this costs. I mean, I'm gonna have it show up later, but I'm not sure how much it costs right now. But that's a secret rare Summon Skull. Really good back then. Dog. Sounds kind of like Nintendo. Beast Warrior. Normal monster. I haven't seen normal monsters in a long time. I mean, this one was a normal monster too, but this one had damage to it. This one's just the 1800 beater. Flame Ruler. What's his effect? I've never seen this guy actually. If you tribute summon a fire monster, you can treat this one monster as 2 tribute monsters. Okay. So pretty much if you need to tribute 2 monsters, you can only tribute this one to count as 2 for a fire monster. So that's pretty good. I wonder what kind of fire monster he has in here then. Whoa, dang, look at that. Secret rare Blue Eyes White Dragon. I don't even know what set for that is. BPT? I'm not exactly sure what that is. But dang, I didn't know he got that. Griggle. Okay. When this card is face up on the field and control shifts to your opponent, you gain 3,000 life points. This can only be used once as long as this card remains face up on the field. Interesting. I don't think any kind of deck would ever play this like nowadays. It's a weird effect. I wonder, so he must have something that gives monsters control to the opponent. Either that or he just has this here because he likes it or something. Dang, more equip cards. Look at this. This one's just a good, just good recyclable equip card. I mean, back then it was, but so pretty much if this gets destroyed, you can just take this back to the top of your deck and draw it again and use it for a different monster. So that was always good, just in case. Dang, he's got a lot of equip cards. Or I guess, oh, this one's not a equip card actually. When your opponent's monster is attacked, increase your life points by attacking monster's attack points. There's a lot of cards better than this now, but this is very much just like, pretty much just stops an attack for the most part. Because I mean, it doesn't even stop the attack; it just gives you life points. So I can kind of see its usefulness, but there's a lot better cards than that now. Dang, Harpy's brother, old school, first edition. All right, 7-color fish. Yeah, this is gonna be a big trend with this kind of deck. So there's gonna be a lot of just big body normal monsters, like 4-star, so you can just summon them right away and just pretty much beat out your opponent. 7 Tools of the Bandit. Pay 1,000 of your life points to negate the activation of a trap card and destroy it. So, I guess it's like a Mystical Space Typhoon, but a little bit worse. 4-star the Ladybug of Doom. Destroy all face-up level 4 monsters on your opponent's side of the field. This can be really good, considering how back then, I mean, you just kept summoning monsters and filling up the board slowly. So this is pretty good. Raigeki break. Discard one card from your hand to destroy one card on the field. So pretty much, it's Raigeki, but worse. There's nothing else to say about that. Cemetery Bomb. Inflict 100 points of damage to your opponent's life points for each card in his or her field. Yeah, so even in like best case scenario, like let's say like 30 cards, like at that point someone has to have lost at that time. And there weren't that many cards to completely deck out your opponent at this time, I don't think. So I guess this is just if you kind of just needed that extra push or maybe like 1,000 life point damage. Ooh, Trap Hole, yeah, that's old school. Needed this. This is always your good card for whenever someone would summon something like a Blue Eyes, you know? Your opponent gets out of Blue Eyes, like, oh yeah, it's so good, and then boom, Trap Hole, instantly gone. Let's keep going. Legend, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp. That's pretty good. Another 1800. Oh, it's 2 copies, okay. Ooh, he's got a lot of spell or equip cards, so this one's good. Flip effect, just bringing it back to, just bring a spell card or equip spell card right to your hand. Another 1800 beater. Dark Hole, I can't forget this one. And this is really old too. You look at it, it's from starter deck Pegasus? Probably. Magic card, that's how you know it's really old too. Is when it says magic card and it says spell card. And it's first edition. Germ Infection. The attack of a non-machine type monster equipped with this card is decreased by 300 points at each of its standby phases. Okay, so this isn't really that good, considering how it's, 300 attack points per standby phase. That's gonna take a while for it to even do anything. Monster Reborn. Can't be a deck without Monster Reborn. First edition right here. Man-Eater Bug is good. Always just a quick destroy one card. Destroy one monster card. Sangan. Can't have a deck without Sangan. He doesn't have much to search though, considering how most of his monsters are like just high attack points. I guess he can get Man-Eater Bug with Sangan. Soul Exchange. Ooh, I remember this card. Select an opponent's monster and use it as a tribute in place of one of your own. You must keep your battle phase for the turn in which this card is activated. So pretty much, this is just an easy way to get like another tribute monster out. So you can easily just use one of your opponent's monsters to tribute, like for Blue Eyes, and it's just good. It just gave you like board advantage at that point, and you can even tribute like their Blue Eyes if they had one using this to make your own or something like that. It's really good. Yugioh Dragmore. A monster equipped with this card cannot attack. Destroy the equipped monster at the end of the second turn of the player controlling the monster. At that time, this card is returned to the owner's hand. So I guess if you're really having trouble taking out something, and you just want something that you can keep using, and this card would be pretty good. I guess I could kind of see it doing okay, considering how slow the game was back then. Whoa, no way, look at that. Starter deck, Pegasus. I guess I should have known he's gonna have this because starter deck Pegasus. Look at that. That's really good condition too. Super old. Get a little bit of glimmer there. First edition, Relinquished. Read the effect kinda. The monster can take on the attack and defense of one opponent's monsters on the field. Treat the selected monster as an equipped magic card and use it to equip Relinquished. You may use this effect only once per turn and can equip Relinquish with only one monster at a time. When the opponent's monster attacks this monster with a higher attack than Relinquish, the equipped monster is destroyed instead. Any life point damage you receive from the attacking monster when Relinquish is equipped is also inflicted to your opponent. So this is just good to take out your opponent's like big hitter monsters. Is immediately just take it, and then it's just on the field as the same amount of attack. So that was really good back then. More 1800. Giant Trunade. So this one's good because it pretty much just wipes your opponent's boards from using trap cards on your turn when you didn't get a killing blow. So this is just good in general. Harpy's Brother. More 1800. Gravity Bind. That's an interesting one. Considering how most of his cards are 4-star and higher. I guess this is just his emergency card for whenever he's about to lose. So it's a pretty good card. Scapegoat, look at that. All these first edition cards and straight from starter decks. I mean, there's no reason this card won't be good. The only problem is though, is that you can't use tribute summons, or you can't use tributes, these scapegoats as tributes, which, you know, most of his deck does need that. And the old cards, pretty much they all needed a tribute summon. Shadow of Eyes. When your opponent sends a monster card in face down defense position, change it to face up attack position. If the monster card has a flip effect, it is not activated. I guess this could be good, because since back then, most of the flip monsters are actually pretty good. In fact, most of the effect monsters were flip monsters. Now that I think about it, that anyone would ever use, like Penguin Soldier. I mean, this helps just completely remove the threat when you know it is a threat. Another legend. Another Shadow of Eyes. Dang, whoa. He's got multiples of these. Summon Skull. He's got a lot of 3-Os, I'm assuming. 7-colored fish. Another just generic equip monster. Magic Drain. This is pretty good. Dang, this even says magic cards. So this pretty much just negates a magic card. I mean, they can negate it too, but they do lose a card. So this is a pretty good card. Forces your opponent to do something or lose an extra card for playing a magic card. Man-Eater Bug, of course. Mystical Space Typhoon. I don't think this needs any kind of introduction here. Change of Heart. This card was way too good. It's literally just like Soul Exchange, but better. Because you just use the monster and you just keep it. Or you can just tribute it. I guess you can't really keep it, but you can use it to attack. So pretty much just, if your opponent has a board to defend themselves, just steal one, and then you just attack their whole board. Another dog. Wall of Illusion is another one of those flip effect monsters, where I guess not really a flip effect, but for the most part, you should just put this in defense mode, and its effect will activate once it's destroyed. More equipped cards. Okay. 7 tools. There's the ritual. So pretty much this is just what you need for Relinquish. I mean, nothing special here. It's pretty easy to take out. Graceful Cherry. We need some draw power. This is old. And all these cards are in really good condition. Robin Goblin. Of course. Another Enchanted Javelin. Trap Hole. Yeah. Whoa! Look at that! No way. That's crazy. He's got this? SDK starter deck Kaiba. Not first edition, but man, that's a card if I've ever seen one. I don't think I've ever actually held one in my hands. Fairy's Hand Mirror. Let me put this here just to show it off a bit. Or in the background, I guess. Too much glare? Yeah, you can kind of see it. Fairy's Hand Mirror. Fairy Meteor Crush. Poison of the Old Man. So pretty much just gain life points or do some damage. Quick. Shadow Spell. Mahavilo. Oh, this card is really good considering how we just saw like so many equip cards in here. So it pretty much just buffs up his attack even more for each equip card equipped to him. And nothing can really go wrong here. Really Eternal Rest. So I guess back then the meta was probably like just beefing up monsters as much as you can with like equip cards and just using big boys out there. So I guess this could be pretty good, but I'm not really sure about the kind of like decks being played back then. He's really using a lot of these, but there must have been some better card than this. Like, were there Mirror Forces this bad then? Mirror Force, you know? It would have been a lot better. Another dog. Trap Hole, of course. Mystical Space Typhoon. Magic Jammer, look at that. It's a long lost card. So pretty much just disabling kind of the activation of a magic card. So it's pretty good. Rare Gold Armor. As long as you control the monster equipped with this card, your opponent cannot attack other monsters than the equipped monster. So you can pretty much make one big guy and then have a lot of littler guys out and then just equip this on the big guy. And you're pretty much just, your board is protected pretty much. Gagagigo. 1850. It's better than the others. 1800. Okay, okay. Card destruction. We gotta have a little reset button, you know, just in case you get a really bad hand. Emergency reset button. Ominous fortune telling. I don't think I've ever seen this card. During your standby phase, select one card randomly from your opponent's hand and call the type. If you call it right, inflict 700 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points. Oh, it's continuous. Okay, so you just keep doing this like every turn, and the game was slower back then, so this would actually start to do good. If you know that they have like a blue eyes that they can't summon, then you just keep summoning, or not keep summoning, but you just keep activating this card, and boom, 700, boom, 700 every turn. Harpy's brother, and for our last card, Witch of the Black Forest. I actually really like this card. It just searches any 1500 or less defense monster from your deck. So dang, we got some really good cards in here. Let me go back and get the good ones out. Let's see here. Actually, no, think about it. This card didn't have. I didn't even notice that this card didn't even have a sleeve on. So I don't think this card is actually part of his deck. I think he just had it in there on accident. Where'd it go? Where does big boys go? Did I skip over it? We relinquished. Where does there it is. He had one more too. Wherever it was. Where? He did have one, right? I'm not crazy, huh? I guess it's... Oh, okay, there it is. So pretty much... These right here are his... I guess you could say... his trump cards right here. Summon Skull, Relinquished, Blue Eyes, another Summon Skull, another Blue Eyes. Look at that, that's crazy. I've really never held one in my hand before, like an original Blue Eyes like this. Well, that's gonna do it. I mean, that's your old school competitive deck right here. Back then, I'm not sure how good it did, but that's a trip down a nostalgic lane. Alright guys, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button over here if you like what you saw, and ring that bell button too, you know, get my latest videos, and keep an eye out for those weekly videos with those giveaways that I do a lot. And if you like my videos, I haven't watched any of my others, should be one right here too. And see you guys.